Hi, I'm Seth.
And I'm Yvonne McNeely. We're both McNeelys.
Good.
I found Antonio. Instead of an agent finding me, I sought him out. I called him and found out, I read some reviews about him first, and he was so friendly and warm, and he really listened to me because my husband had already moved away. He'd gone ahead of us. We were moving to Washington. And so I was with 3 teenagers trying to sell this big house by myself. So it really mattered that I found somebody who would really pay attention to my needs. And he was the one. He was great. And even though I hadn't chosen him for an agent yet, I told him I was having this huge yard sale, and all I knew about was Craigslist. And he, just because he was kind, he advertised my yard sale on all these other social media groups that I didn't even know about. And I had a huge turnout. And so that kind of solidified my choosing him as our agent, you know.
Yeah. And just for me, I mean, helping her with garage sale, helping her with selling things and getting the house cleaned out. I mean, that's, talk about above and beyond the call of duty. And it was instrumental. I mean, I'm sure it made a huge difference in getting it sold. You know, I would say for me, one of the best things that he did was he did stay relentlessly positive.
Yes.
Because it was it was a long process, and I know that I'm sure from his perspective, there were times where he was going, I'm not so sure about this, but he stayed positive with us, and he really made a difference in terms of our ability to keep moving forward without losing our minds through the process.
Yeah. Antonio relieved so much of the stress by being really positive. He was always calm. He always had kind of a smile in his voice when I talked to him on the phone. And no matter how flipped out I would get, when I talked to him, you know, even if it fell out of escrow, he was just, okay, you know, and this is what we're going to do next. I'm choked up.
I want to thank Antonio personally because for me, being 1,300 miles away from my wife and family while they're trying to sell this house, and me spending, 11 hours a day working on the new house, knowing that he was here and his relentlessly positive attitude was a huge peace of mind for me. Well, it also means that we have the opportunity now to start a new life with a certain degree of financial security. I mean, we're walking out, and Antonio helped us get the price that we needed in order to pay off the house that we're moving to, and in order to do the necessary upgrades to that house as well. And that's going to be a huge quality of life issue for us. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's literally changing our lives. If I were to describe my experience of working with Antonio in one word, I think I would probably have to say reassuring.
One word's very difficult. One word. Incredible. Because that encompasses a lot. That encompasses all the other words that I want to say.
But Antonio, he stood by us through this entire process. There was never a moment where I felt that he didn't have our interests at the top of his priorities. I would definitely recommend Antonio to any friend or family member, especially if I wanted to keep them, because I know that the experience that they would have with him is going to be fantastic.
If any one of my friends or family were looking for a real estate agent, I would definitely recommend him, and I would list the reasons why. And I think the main reason is that he made me feel like a person, like he really cared about me as a person rather than just another seller.